tonight I am hopefully rushed a little bit for trying to get my front end lowered a bit. I did the back end the other day. It sits quite nice now, but it sits lower than the front, so that was bugging me a little bit. I don't want to bring the front down too much. The coilovers on the front compared to the springs and shocks on the back is obviously a lot harder, so I should be able to bring it down a little bit more. But I pulled up to a job the other day and I scuffed on the way in and scratched my tiny little Skoda Fabia splitter on the front a little bit. So I'm not going to go too much, but I definitely want to bring it down a little bit so it matches the back, and then we'll see, and then we might go further from there. So this is sort of part 2 really, because I've finally got around to doing the front. Like I said, I don't drive it too much, but every now and then when I do, I get a feel for what it's like now. Because I've only got the 5mm on the back, it means people can sit in the back and it won't scrub, which is nice. Admittedly, I haven't got as much poke as what I did originally, but yeah, I think I would like how it is. For now, I might drop it even more if we get to it. But I'm going to do the front. I think I'm going to drop the front by about 1 inch to sort of match, or maybe even go a little bit lower than the back. Sounds like quite a lot, especially because I said that I scuffed the other day, but we'll see what it's like over speed bumps and stuff like that, because there's quite a few big ones around Worcester, so some of the housing estates and stuff like that I drive around, but we shall see, and I can always lift the back up if not. They are very dirty, and I don't have really anything to clean it, and I've run out of copper grease as well, so I need to buy some more of that, because I always like to apply it again after anything, taking bolts out, adjusting coilovers, stuff like that. So I do need to get some more copper grease, and the only cleaner I've got is a heavy duty cleaner that Maguire's do, so I'll use that at the end and then spray it off and wipe it down, just to kind of clean it up a little bit, because they are a little bit dirty, because I literally have not touched them since, so I'm going to give them a good old clean up if I can with the heavy duty stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to drop it now by about 1 inch, and I only have my broken one that we broke last time doing the little ones, so we've gone full Jippo with the old Renault jack again, but I just want to bring it down 1 inch, and we're going to do some stuff in the engine bay as well in this video, so just going to quickly lower down the front and see how it sits. Unfortunately my drive is on a bit of a slant, but as long as I bring it down the same on both sides, it should be good, hopefully. So I've got my tape measure this time. So yeah, we're going for about 1 inch. I've loosened off the bottom one a little bit. So I've just given them a bit of a clean with a heavy duty cleaner. The gap at the back is a lot smaller than the gap at the front. Just going to give them a clean with the all-wheel cleaner, just to let it soak in and get rid of maybe some of the grime and joy on the inside of the wheels. Got a brush as well to irritate it up a little bit more. So that's number 1, just put it back down, so it might take a little bit of time to settle as well, but that is dropped by 1 inch. So a reasonable amount, but I just want to see how it drives, make sure the wheel's not rubbing or anything like that. See what I'm like over speed bumps before I go any lower. If you think I should just drop it like it's hot, then maybe I'll do it. Just go slam. But just a bit of a gap, about 2 finger gap. It's quite hard with a black car because it doesn't really show. There we go. So it's that in comparison to that, which is about the 3, almost 4 finger gap. But so we're just going to do this side quickly while the neighbour's drive is free. A bit more slant over this side, so it's a bit more sketchy using the crappy little Renault jack, but we'll get it done. There's always something exciting about lowering a car, whether it's a little bit or a lot. But hopefully she sits down pretty and looks all good. Here's a question for you. Do you copper grease your wheel nuts or not? See, I don't think you should, and I never have, but the fact that I don't have any, obviously there's no option. But some of my friends do, some of my friends don't, but I feel like you don't really want a wheel nut to come off very well. So I don't see why you would, but let me know what you think. For those that were wondering about the rear, well, about the wet patches as well, I haven't had time to get a scuttle panel off yet in the front to check those holes, but Aaron did message me on Instagram saying that it might be one of the back lights, so I've taken it off, made a few adjustments to the rubber that goes in that hole at the back lights. If you've ever taken your back lights off before, you'll know. And it did absolutely pour down last night, and it's not wet in the back, it is wet in the front, so There's something with the scuttle panel, I hope, or door seal, but hopefully readjusting that back light has solved it for now anyway, the wet patch in the back. So if you ever get wet patches in the back, it might be to do with the rear lights. So yeah, have a little look, but I'll come back to you once I've done this work. That's it, last wheel's been cleaned. This one cleaned up like an absolute dream. I wish I filmed it really, but it looks brand new, except for the ugly weights. But so I cleaned this over, I haven't driven it. Rain, tree. A bit more. See, because the wheel's so close to that front arch. Down 2. But an inch is quite big. In all respects. Take that lightly, lads, an inch is quite big. There we got, man. Not much down. Deal. Gonna put all this away and I'm gonna go in the engine bay. What I've done recently, if you would have seen before, I said I was spraying this red. This was originally blue. Do you know what? It's not too bad. Not too bad. This is the first time I put it in with the K&N induction. No, not K&N. No, sorry, James. JMRS induction kit. And the paint is quite close, actually. That's pretty decent. Maybe that's a slightly darker red than this one. Don't be fooled by this. This is not an amazing job. I pretty much gave up halfway through because I was sort of, if you remember watching the video, I was looking after Harrison, so there's scratches like that all over it. And I ran out of paint, so as you can see here, you can still kind of see the grey and the blue underneath it. But as my 2 coats worth of paint and a little bit of lacquer, I think that's pretty decent. So I'm putting that on for now. I've got some more bolts and stuff come in. I'm going to buy some more of the red paint. I might take, if I ever go again, I might take the tube off as we go in, just this little tube, because it's nice and easy to pop off. And back on again, I'll take that off and take it in the house with me and match up maybe with the little top of the paint can. But yeah, not bad, not bad. It's a bit of a, it's got a slight orange to it is the only way I can explain it, but yeah, decent. Has a bit more colour to the life, so I'm going to take the old one off, put that on, but I'm also going to try and install my battery cover. Cool. Not a massive fan of the oil cap showing, but beggars can't be choosers. Now I've got this bad boy, so that's going to go into the garage, and we can spray that. I'm probably going to go with red, to be fair. Next up, the battery cover. I don't really know what's going down with this, to be fair. I don't know how it goes on. I'm pretty sure I've got to take this little bolt out if he comes out, hopefully nicely for me, and then that's it. Nice battery cover, reasonable engine cover, nice induction kit. All we need is some sexy inlets and a fuel rail. I'm thinking about getting the touch-up kit as well, which is going to make this all black and keep it all hidden away, so pretty much just me taking it off and spraying it black as well. But any other engine bay modifications I think I might leave to a later date. I might take this bottle off for the engine coolant somewhere and give that a good clean on the inside and make it look clear and pretty again, but other than that, we are slowly getting there. So this is almost like step 2 on the engine bay, but yes, well happy.